The Royal Navy vessels Type 23 frigates have joined ships, aircraft and personnel from 6 Joint Expeditionary Force nations to provide support to NATO and bolster security in the Baltic Sea. The Type 23 frigate has spent the past few weeks in the region working with navies and personnel from NATO as well as those from the Joint Expeditionary Force. HMS Richmond and HMS Northumberland, Joint Expeditionary Force partners in escorting Danish and British supply ships as they delivered military vehicles and equipment to resupply the United Kingdom-led NATO battle group in Estonia. Joint Expeditionary Force naval vessels escorted Danish and British supply ships as they delivered military vehicles and equipment to resupply the United Kingdom-led NATO battle group in Estonia, where troops from the United Kingdom and Denmark are serving side by side. The United Kingdom recently doubled the number of troops in Estonia as part of wider NATO efforts to strengthen its eastern defenses following Russia's illegal and unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. As well as patrolling and delivering the vital supplies, the warships and aircraft conducted a series of joint exercises to demonstrate and hone their seamless interoperability. Danish F-16 and Swedish Gripen fighter jets rehearsed air defense tactics with the vessels, while one of the United Kingdom new RAF Poseidon P-8A submarine hunter aircraft practiced working with HMS Richmond to spot enemy vessels. Major General Jim Morris DSO, the commander of the United Kingdom Standing Joint Force Headquarters which leads the Joint Expeditionary Force, said, "Activities such as these in the Baltic Sea are routine business for us and our Joint Expeditionary Force partners, in one of our principal areas of geographical interest. Given the current level of aggression being displayed by Russia, there has never been a more important time to ensure that freedom of navigation is maintained in the Baltic Sea. This region is of vital strategic importance as we seek to ensure stability and freedom of navigation in the Baltic Sea." The Joint Expeditionary Force is a United Kingdom-led force, comprising 10 nations working together to deliver forces at high readiness, across a range of roles, complementing NATO and European security. The coalition focuses on security in the Baltic Sea region, the High North and the North Atlantic, where its members are located. In March, the Prime Minister hosted Joint Expeditionary Force leaders in London for the first-ever leader-level summit. At the Leaders' Summit, Joint Expeditionary Force members committed to supporting Ukraine with defensive military aid and ensuring that Joint Expeditionary Force continued to play a credible role in contributing to defense and deterrence in the region. The meeting followed meetings of defense ministers and chiefs of defense in February. The coalition is complementary to NATO's wider strategic posture which originated from the 2014 NATO summit in Wales. Led by the United Kingdom as framework nation, it is agile and responsive, acting flexibly either in smaller groupings or as 10 nations communicating with one voice. Rear Admiral Torben Mikkelsen, Chief of the Royal Danish Navy, said, "The current situation calls for increased focus on security of the Baltic Sea and stability of our region. The Danish Navy will, with our partners in the Joint Expeditionary Force Alliance, do our utmost to contribute to that." A busy schedule of activity over the coming months and years will see the Joint Expeditionary Force operating across its core areas of the North Atlantic, High North and Baltic Sea region, with a particular focus on the upcoming Command Post Exercise Joint Protector later in 2022, followed by the live exercise Joint Expeditionary Force Warrior in 2023. HMS Richmond's skills and knowledge during the patrols and exercises have impressed her commanding officer Commander Chris Lamy. "Our short but intense period in the Baltic Sea has seen Richmond integrate with a number of Joint Expeditionary Force nations," he said. "I have been highly impressed with the adaptability and professionalism of the ship's company. The Plymouth-based warship will now join Royal Navy and Royal Marines personnel in the Arctic for exercise Cold Response. HMS Richmond will meet up with aircraft carrier HMS Prince of Wales for the NATO exercise off Norway."